The sun is set in Chicago. The temps have dipped and will continue to do so. Jacket and blanket weather. It's that time of year at Soldier Field. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
And they'll run with a second-round pick from April's draft. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. And they go play action now. Burrow. And that's caught left side by the tight end, Gray. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's got a Bengals first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Hodge. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You look at this Bears defense. They enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
Here we go. Go.
Working out of the gun, Williams. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin. And set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
This is 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Hodge, and they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Burrow. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. Touchdown! T. Higgins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
To throw, it's Williams. Dancing to his left. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Williams. That's complete. Roma Dunze. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 2. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Looking to throw is Williams. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. Open man, he finds Komet. Touchdown, Chicago. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Bears are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
I'm one, right?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
11 empty. Stop.
Burrow on play action. And this pass caught by Gray. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Thomas. Here we go. Stop.
Here's Burrow. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball is thrown in the middle of the field and is popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
And Burrow going to change the play. Williams again, pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
They run. It's Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Kyron Williams, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fighting through the tackle at the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they're on a first or a second seed come playoff time.
Boy, 30 more yards and another first down. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Let's go now.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. To throw, Williams. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Bears are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Santos now to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby. Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can.
Here we go.
And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
On point, ready? Here we go.
From midfield now, Burrow. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
And Burrow going to throw again. He's got Burton here.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Play action. It's Burrow.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. That complete. It's Tyler Scott with it.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The end result, 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And touchdown, Chicago!
Rome Odunze,
40 yards.
And the Bears will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Now the point after try for Santos. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
And they'll accept that penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Looking deep here for Chase.
That's caught inside the 20. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
And as we all remember, these two were connecting back in their days at LSU when they were winning the national championship. But it wasn't just on game day. The amount of time they put in before practice, after practice, off days, that forged their connection. And it still continues here
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
2 yards on the pickup there, and that will bring up second down. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 down at the 33. From the gun, here's Williams. And that's complete. It's Ellington. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Throwing is Williams. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD. McPherson now for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Oh, some strong running. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Shifts by him. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. To the air, Williams. The catch is made by Ellington. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Operating from the gun, Williams. And that's going to be incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun, Williams. bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw once more, here's Williams. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Bengals force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away. Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Now a 1st down carry, it's Williams. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Let's get set.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Burrow will throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Good work there to force the incompletion and 4th down. Normally, it'd be a quick change for the punt return unit, but this offense has converted twice on 4th down so far, so you may want to double-check things there and make sure they're actually going to kick the football.
35 yards that time on the punt, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Here we go.
Back to throw. Williams.
They'll get this into the hands of Adunze. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Ready?
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now they go play action now. Burrow. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Just nowhere to go with the football. He was forced to put that one into Lake Michigan. I think his receivers have to do a better job of working free because he didn't have anywhere to go at all on that play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
A big play there for Cincinnati. 45 yards.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
Up the middle, it's Williams.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd and 6.
Now Burrow. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Now Burrow going to change things up.
12.
Williams will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
And this is the time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
after the touchdown. McPherson on to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to... And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jordan Battle. And the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They begin the drive with Williams.
Taken down at the 42.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Second down at 6 now from the 42.
Here we go.
They run it again with Williams. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Here we go, here we go.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
Looking deep here for Chase. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Oh, the return is Scott.
Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7, though, on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive may be a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 14. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
To throw, it's Williams. Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago.
A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
If you've been waiting all day for Sunday night, it's been worth the wait. All tied here in the 4th as the kick is away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
On one, ready?
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here we go. Stop.
They go play action with Burrow. Flushed out right. All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
Here comes 2nd down.
Gun. Got.
Burrow. Looking for Gray, and he's got him.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Stop.
Here's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Still plenty of time and the 2 timeouts. Here's 1st and 10 now. They'll go up the middle here with Moss.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Stop.
Burrow. Throw left side, complete to Chase.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
If you've been waiting all day for this Sunday night has been worth the wait. It's 3rd down here. They'll try and run for this with Moss.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here.
McPherson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 20. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see.
What a play there. You got to use that timeout, though.
18 Cardinal, 8. 70 range, 70 range. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Hut, hut.
They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Maybe some temptation here to try to go for the win, but I think you got to kick the field goal.
I agree totally. When you look at the time left on the clock, that's not a spot where you take the gamble. Go ahead and kick the field goal here and take it from there.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
So it'll be the Bengals with the football here to start the overtime session as the kick is away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this. There he goes, right side. He may go. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
The trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So for the Bengals, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Bears, it's just their second loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
down.